What's up, world? Let me tell you about this beard growth oil I got from 12 tribes on Earth. 8 ounces of oily goodness with a nozzle that prevents sprays and spills, and soft ingredients that make it perfect addition to anyone's morning routine. From coconut to castor, all these oils are hand chosen. After using this herbal blend, the biggest thing I noticed is how soft and how strong my hair was, and how good I feel. Pick up your bottle today and make your beard the star of the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, while I was over on Big Judah's live stream, I got a pop up that 700 Marines have been sent to LA. So they're supposed to be there in 24 hours, and the deployment is by Donald Trump. So these 700 Marines will be joining the National Guard, which is already there. So, y'all, I don't know. I'm just thinking this is not going to make things better. I don't think Donald Trump is going to get the results that he's looking for in this whole thing. But we definitely know things are getting worse on the ground in LA. And the people there are fighting the ICE agents. And of course, there's agents from other agencies there, and they are fighting hard and coming out by the thousands. Now, from what I was reading over the weekend, they said it was like 10,000 people on the streets in LA. And yeah, that's a lot of people. And you have to keep in mind that will probably increase each and every day. They're out there protesting. So if you've been on my live streams, you have seen how intense things are there. So, y'all, let's get into this article.
The city of Los Angeles braces for a fourth day of protests over the ICE raids. Just in the last hour, as we've reported, 700 Marines have been mobilized to join the thousands of National Guard troops who were activated by Donald Trump over the weekend against the wishes of California's Governor Gavin Newsom and Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass. The deployment of the Marines is a significant escalation by Donald Trump, and his willingness to use the military as a show of force comes as a bookend almost to that military parade he staged for his own birthday.
700 U.S. Marines deployed to Los Angeles amid escalating unrest over ICE protests. A wave of military escalation has reached Los Angeles as 700 U.S. Marines are being mobilized to support federal operations in the city following violent anti-ICE protests Sunday night. The Marines are being pulled from the Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center in 29 Palms, as first reported by CNN and later confirmed by News Nation. In light of increased threats against federal officers and buildings, 500 active duty Marines from Camp Pendleton will be deployed to Los Angeles to help protect federal agents and property, a senior official told News Nation. However, CNN Pentagon correspondent Natasha Bertrand later indicated the actual number could be as high as 700 troops, calling it a significant escalation in the use of active duty military against domestic demonstrators. The protests, which began as peaceful demonstrations against U.S. immigration and customs enforcement, turned chaotic late Sunday, with instances of property damage and clashes between demonstrators and law enforcement. The unrest has prompted the federal government to act swiftly and forcefully. Deployment sparks legal and political fallout. Bertrand also revealed that the rules of engagement for the Marines are still being finalized, with Pentagon legal teams currently reviewing what authority the troops will have when confronting civilians on U.S. soil. What's unclear is how these Marines will interact with protesters, Bertrand said. There is concern even within the Pentagon that this is moving into legally and politically sensitive territory. California leaders reacted swiftly and angrily to the news. Governor Gavin Newsom and Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass condemned the deployment of both National Guard troops and active duty Marines to the city, characterizing it as an overstep of federal power and a political stunt orchestrated by President Donald Trump. This is not about public safety. It's about provoking conflict, said Mayor Bass during a tense Sunday night press conference. What we're seeing in Los Angeles is chaos that is being fueled by the administration's agenda. This isn't leadership. It's incitement. Governor Newsom echoed his concerns and on Monday morning filed a lawsuit against the Trump administration, seeking to regain control over the California National Guard, which had also been mobilized to Los Angeles earlier in the week. The lawsuit argues that the White House has unlawfully seized authority over state forces without the governor's consent. Trump responds with aggression. President Donald Trump, who ordered the troop mobilization under emergency executive authority, doubled down on his position Monday afternoon, accusing Newsom of failing his state and going so far as to suggest he should be arrested. I think his primary crime is running for governor, Trump said during a press briefing in Washington, D.C. He's done such a bad job. It's a crime in itself. While no official legal action against Newsom has been announced, the comments signal an increasingly personal and confrontational tone in Trump's handling of the crisis in California. What happens next? The Marines are expected to arrive in Los Angeles within 24 hours, where they will join thousands of National Guard troops already positioned across the city. Civil liberties advocates have already expressed alarm over the unprecedented use of military force, warning that the response could escalate tensions and result in constitutional violations. This is not a war zone. It's a city, said ACLU spokesperson Jordan Mathis. We are watching the breakdown of local authority in real time, and the consequences for civil rights could be long-lasting. As of Monday night, the city remains on edge. Curfews are in effect across several districts, and additional protests are expected in the coming days. Whether the military presence will deter unrest or intensify the standoff between local leaders and federal authorities remains to be seen. But for now, one thing is clear. Los Angeles is becoming a key battleground, not just for public order, but for political control.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to let me know if you think what Donald Trump is doing is going to help or it's going to make things worse. Being that we're in these final days, I just don't see anything that's going to make it better at this point. I really think it's that far gone. But you have to tell me what you think in the comment section. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.